All right, we'll begin today with our sticks. And so we'll use this as a check-in for our posture. So we want to feel that stick behind us on our spine at the level of our head, on our spine between our shoulder blades and roughly around your tailbone. So those 3 points of contact, we want to dial those in. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes and just drive that feeling a little bit deeper without the benefit of having any visual feedback. Maybe you can start to feel your breath a little bit deeper. Maybe some other body sensations start to come to the surface as you close your eyes. It's all good. Our body uses a variety of ways to remind us that it's there and we should pay attention to it. If your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed or you can open them. And we're just going to start the process of hinging. So you want to keep those 3 points of contact, and we're just going to pivot at the level of our pelvis or our hips as far as you can, as long as you're keeping those 3 contact points. Hinging down and then back up again at a pace that works for you. Going as far as you can until you feel that big stretch behind your legs. You want to keep the knees straight to ensure that we feel that stretch. As well as those 3 contact points. Let's do that one more time. And as you come up, you can remove that stick from your back, place it off to the side momentarily. We're just going to do some gentle squats next. And we're going to try to reach toward the floor as we do so. So we're just going to sit and gradually try to get a little bit further down to the floor each time we go down. Trying to work through the hips as much as we can. And then after we touch the ground, this time we're going to reach up to the ceiling, try to reach as high as we can, and then back down to the floor as we sit down, and then repeating that process of reaching to the floor and then reaching to the ceiling. And as we reach overhead, we want to resist shrugging our shoulders too much, if at all. And coordinate your breath with your movements. Let's do one more. And from here, we'll just stand tall and we'll do some heel and toe rockers. So we'll just come up as high as we can onto our toes and then pull those toes up, standing on our heels, and then just rocking back and forth. Let's do 2 more. And kind of shake that out. And we're going to just walk forward and backward on our tippy toes. Trying to stay as high on our toes as we can. And then as you're ready, we'll switch from walking on our toes to walking on our heels. Again, just forward and backward. Trying to pull those toes up as high as you can, ensuring that you're just on your heels as well as you can. And then we'll come to a standing resting position. And we'll begin the process of circling our right arm forward. Once you have that going forward, then we'll go left arm backward, have them moving in opposite directions. Let's do one more time. You can bring it to a rest, shake it loose. Then we'll bring that left arm forward. And once you're confident having that left arm moving forward, then we'll move the right arm backward. Same concept, just doing opposite with the arms. Trying to maintain those 3 points of contact as we do this. Let's do two more. And then shake that out. And now we're just going to make some nice lazy loopy figure eights with our arms, and we're just shifting our body weight side to side as we do this. Transitioning our weight from one leg to the other gently. You can make those loops as big as you want. You can bend the hips, the knees, and the ankles to go down towards the ground. And then standing tall, reaching to the ceiling. Reversing direction each time you make that figure eight. Let's do one more in each direction. Good. Grab a drink, catch your breath, and then all you'll need is a stick today. And we'll start with an isometric movement, which essentially means we're going to try to apply tension without creating any movement. We're going to keep the stick in the up or overhead position, and then we're going to try and pull and make it as wide or as long as we can. All right, so your arms can be narrow or they can be really wide, wherever you want to put them, and then we're just going to pull against the stick, okay? So we'll start that process. Let's see, we'll start in about 5 seconds here. Find your position with your arms overhead, and here we go. So we're pulling and try to keep the stick in the plane of my spine. I'm not shrugging my shoulders, but I'm trying to pull and make that stick as long as I can, pulling from the center with each arm. Still able to breathe as I do this. Feet are well anchored into the floor. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And bring those arms down, shake it loose. So now we're going to push to the center of the stick, and as we do that, we're going to raise from the hips and then up overhead. And if you want to take it behind your head a little bit without any of this kind of monkey business with your neck, we'll do that. So pushing to the center and then raising and lower the stick into whatever range of motion works for you. And again, we'll start in about 5 seconds. Maintain those 3 points of contact. 2, 1, and here we go. Push to the center, and then we're raising and lowering that stick. Inhaling and exhaling as we do this. "15 more seconds. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and shake it loose. You can place that stick off to the side. We'll do some balance work next. Just going to do a press back, which means I'm going to pick one foot up and I'm going to try to press the heel as far back as I can and then bring it back into that neutral standing position. So we'll just keep pressing back and then coming up, okay? Try to keep your body as tall as you can as you do this. We'll do separately, so one time on each leg. We'll start in about 10 seconds, so pick the leg you want to start with. And we'll begin that in 3, 2, and one. Standing as tall as you can, pressing that heel back, and then bringing it back into the standing position. Trying to push back with the heel. We're not trying to point the toe. We're trying to lead with the heel. "15 more seconds. Five left. 2, 1, and shake that out. And we'll repeat that same thing on the other leg. Start in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. Can just make note of any differences from side to side. Ultimately, we want to get to the point where we feel relatively confident no matter which leg we're on, which leg is kicking and which leg is balancing. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath, grab a drink if you need it. We'll resume with the sticks again. We're going to do a lateral lunge. So from the belly button down, the leg work is this. And then we're going to do a side lean, but we're going to go opposite of the step we take. So as I lunge to the right, I'm going to lean back to the left. As I lunge left, I'm going to lean back to the right. Okay? Give you the best visual I can given the space I have. You do the same in your spot. Just watch out for things to the side of you or overhead. We'll start in 5 seconds. Lateral lunge with opposite side lean in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. It's like I'm out of camera range a little bit, so just bear with the technology that tries to figure out where I am and focus. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to go down to the floor for 2 movements. Both of them will be on our backs. The first one is going to be a bridge, and we're just going to reach over our head and then bring back to the top. Okay, so we're going to try and hold a bridge and do that. See if I can adjust the camera for us. The next one will also be on our spine, will be on our backs, and I'll describe that once we get to it. Okay? All right, we'll start in 10 seconds. Again, we're going to bridge up and then raise and lower the stick. Drive those heels into the floor, pull the toes up in 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to bridge up, and then we're going to raise the stick over the head, and then bring it back up, and then just alternate that. Holding the bridge position as well as you can. "15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And down. Now we're just going to try and reach as far as we can with our backs down, and we're trying to pull the stick apart, just like we did when we were standing tall. So same concept, but we're just lying on the floor instead of standing on our feet. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. You want to try to raise your feet off the floor a little bit? You can do that. We're just trying to make ourselves long and pull that stick from the center. You want to raise the stick off the floor a little bit, you can, or they can rest, your hands can rest on the floor. 15 more seconds. 5 left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, roll to one side or the other. Gently push yourselves up. We'll come up onto our feet. We're going to twist with a side step. So we're going to coordinate that same side. So whenever I step to the right, I'm going to twist to the right. I'll step left and twist left. You can either come to single leg balance or you can step and pivot. Whatever works best for you. Start in 10 seconds. Side step with same side twist in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Again, we're using our eyes to try to look behind us to encourage our bodies to turn. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. With the grip in the underhand position, we're going to do a twist and cross up. So when I twist to the right, my left arm comes up. As I twist left, my right arm comes up, and we're keeping the center of the stick at about heart or collarbone level. Okay? So again, we're twisting. We're trying to look for something behind us. We're not trying to apply pressure in any way on the stick. We're just holding it out. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. How wide your hands are will definitely change the feel for you. So you can adjust as you need to or as you want. You want to try to resist shrugging the shoulders to turn that stick over. Keep those shoulders down. The feet are active. We're pivoting so we can turn and look behind us. Fifteen more seconds. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Same concept, we'll just reverse it. So twist and cross down. As I go right, my left arm comes underneath. As I go to the left, my right arm comes underneath. Otherwise, it looks exactly the same. Just a little bit funky twist on it. Doing a twist on the twist. Okay, we'll start in 5 seconds. Again, the center of the stick stays at about heart or collarbone level. All right, 2, 1, here we go. Twist and cross down. A lot of mobility challenge here, so see what you can do to extend your range of motion. Probably feels a little uncomfortable. That's okay, but we're just trying to challenge those end ranges a little bit, get a little bit more out of our body, give us a little bit more capacity to move. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, what do we have here? You can take a break, grab a drink. Just my page here. And we'll pick it up with balance so the stick can remain off to the side. We're just going to do an arc swing. So again, you're going to balance on one leg. The other leg swings around in an arcing pattern around that balance leg. So you can challenge yourself how far around you take it and how high you lift that leg as you swing it around. Okay, so we'll do it on both legs. Pick which leg you want to begin on to balance, and then the other leg will swing. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, don't let the speed compromise your balance. You want to find that sweet spot between holding balance and the pace at which you swing. You want to be in control of the movement. 15 more seconds on this leg. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and shake it loose. Same thing repeated on the other side. We'll start that leg in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Keep breathing. 15 more seconds. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to grab our sticks again. We're going to do a crossover lunge. So the crossover's in front, and we're going to drop our hips down. We're going to do a side lean, but it'll be opposite of the step that I take. So when I go to the right, I'm going to lean back to the left. When I go to the left, I'll lean back to the right. So it is a little bit complicated, so just take your time with it. There's a lot happening, so just protect yourself as you need to. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Make it a good lunge, so we really want to drop our hips as we cross over, and then lean in the opposite direction that our body's trying to move. Fifteen more seconds. Five left. 2, 1. Shake that loose. We're going to go down to the floor again, so we'll be on our stomachs this time. We're going to do a superhuman reach. The first time we're going to try and pull with the stick. The second time we're going to try and push. Okay, but it's always going to be on our tummies. You decide how wide you want your hands to be on the stick. We're facing down to the floor as we do this. And we'll start in 5 seconds. Starting with a push to center in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. The stick can remain on the floor, or you can raise it up a little bit. Full body engagement. Try not to shrug the shoulders as we attempt to collapse the stick. 15 seconds left. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and down. Okay, same posture. This time we're going to try and pull the stick. We're going to try and make that stick long by pulling from the center with both arms or both hands. We'll begin in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. Same concept, just pulling now. Find a position that you can support yourself well. Hold that position as strong as you can. Keep breathing. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and recover. Okay, we'll bring ourselves up onto our feet. Grab a drink and catch your breath if you need to. Readjust everything here. Okay. When you're ready, we'll give you a few more seconds here. We're going to hold the stick behind our backs again. Palms facing forward and standing in 3 points of contact. All we're going to try and do is raise our arms up as far back as we can. Just do the best you can. If it's all you can do just to hold it here, then do that. If you want to try and pull the stick or press the stick to the center, you can do that instead of raising or lowering the stick. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Maintaining those 3 points of contact, creating as much range as you can out and back. So don't let your chin jut out as you pull back. Try and hold that chin in. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And bring that stick to the front. Again, we're going to hold it so our palms are forward, so it's kind of an underhand position. What we're going to do is we're going to hold the stick up at shoulder height, and then we're just going to try and pull apart here. Okay, so again, another isometric hold. We'll start in about 5 seconds. No shrugging. Stick out. 2, 1, and pull apart. Draw those shoulders down. 3 points of contact. Chin is drawn in. Just breathe in nice and easy. lot of this stuff is good for postural alignment, postural awareness, especially with these small, subtle movements or no movements. 15 more seconds. Feel your feet anchored into the floor. 3, 2, and 1. And shake everything loose. We're going to switch our hands to the overhead position. We're going to push to center, and then we're going to raise and lower the stick. Not unlike what we did when we were on our backs, but we're going to add the press to the center as we do that this time. Start in 10 seconds. Anchor those feet, 3 points of contact. 3, 2, 1, pressing to the center, and then raising and lowering the stick as far as you can. Coordinate your breath as you move. Fifteen more seconds. Three, 2, and 1, and shake it loose. We're going to do an alternating forward step with a overhead and reach back. So I'm going to step forward, I'm going to reach up and back. Come back, other foot steps up, reach up, up and back. That step can be as long as you want. It can even be a lunge step if you'd like. So you just kind of address what you think you want to do or what you need to do. But we want to really accentuate that reaching up and back as we do it. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Again, you can play with the width of your hands on the stick. That'll also have an impact on the feel. Fifteen seconds left. 5 left. 2, 1, and shake that loose. To grab a quick drink, we'll go back to the floor. We'll start on our stomachs. Our arms are going to be in a Y position, which will be a little bit wider rather than narrower like this. So wide, and we're going to try and hold our body straight, and we're going to try to raise the arms up. So our stomachs are down. We're trying to raise the stick up off the floor, okay? The next one after that will be on our backs, and we'll be doing a same side dying bug touch. So let's go to the floor, onto our stomachs, and we'll do a Y arm raise to start. And I'll adjust the camera here so you can see me. We'll start in 10 seconds. No pressure, no pull or no push, just raising it up. 2, 1, and here we go. Raise up as far as you can, and then lower down gently. Again, we're not shrugging to lift the stick up. We're engaging through the shoulder blades, in between the shoulder blades and below the shoulder blades. Fifteen more seconds. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and we'll roll onto our backs. As we hold the stick, same side dying bug touch. Right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. Again, you can have a wider or narrow grip on the stick. Just kind of play with that as you desire. Elbows and knees are as straight as you can keep them. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. "15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, roll to one side, bring yourself up onto your feet. We will keep the sticks in hand. So we're going to try and hold a stride position. So again, a stride position is 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. If you can, you want to try and hold it on a tightrope, but if you need less of a balance challenge, you can widen that gap between the legs. In that position, we're going to keep our arms overhead and we're going to twist. So we're going to be somewhat restricted depending on which foot is forward and which foot is back. We'll do it each time with one leg forward, the right leg forward, and then the left leg forward. So pick which foot you want to begin with. Arms overhead starting in 5 seconds. Overhead twist, 2, 1, and here we go. So again, we're trying to manage those 3 points of contact. The twist is going to feel a lot different. There might be a lot more strength required through your trunk or your core to get that rotation to occur because we can't use our legs. So just do the best you can. Like I said, you might feel blocked or bound on one side versus the other, depending on your foot position. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. We're just going to switch the feet and do it again. We'll start in 10 seconds. Just noting any differences from side to side. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. "15 seconds left. Inhale, exhale, relax the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to stay in that stride position and we're going to do a U swing. So with the left leg forward and the right leg back, we'll keep the left arm forward and the right arm back, and we're going to U swing like so. Okay, from the side it would look like this. Okay, trying to get as much range to the front and to the back as we do that. So left leg forward, left arm forward, U swing, starting in 5 seconds. Watch for things above you. 2, 1, here we go. Give you a side view here. I'll avoid lights better that way too. So we're not twisting it all with this. We're trying to keep the stick in the plane close to our body without it jutting away too far, no matter where you're at in your range of motion. You can use the stick as leverage. You can push the stick up on both ends. Try to open up your body a little bit that way. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll switch it around so the right leg and right arm are forward. And we're going to use swing from there. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Continuous breathing. Make sure you're just breathing. Find some way to coordinate it with your movement. 15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, catch your breath, grab a drink. Now one more round here. So we're going to go back to a twist, but we'll hold the stick in that underhand position again, keeping the stick at shoulder height, and we're just going to pivot side to side. We did this with twist and cross up. Now we're just keeping the stick in the same plane the whole time. Okay. You can play with the width that you're holding the stick wherever you want. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. This is another one where you can use the stick as leverage to push yourself around or pull yourself around using the stick as an assistive device. Nice and long with the spine. Keep those feet loose and light on the floor to allow yourself to pivot. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. You can place that stick off to the side for a moment. So we're just going to balance again. Let's see, I think I might have missed something. So let's pick that up here. Yeah. So one leg at a time, we're going to just allow our hip and our knee to balance, or excuse me, to bend. And we're just going to reach to the floor as far as we can and then come back up into the standing position. Okay. So hip and knee and ankle can bend as much as you need, trying to reach as close to the floor as you can with both hands. So pick your leg. We'll start at 5 seconds. We'll do both sides. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Good job. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake that loose. Repeat the same thing on the other leg. Again, just kind of noting how the sides differ. We want to make them as even as we can so we can trust them no matter what's happening. So we'll start in 5 seconds. Same concept. 2, 1. Here we go. 15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. Okay, the next one, I'm going to attach a little dare to this. So we're just going to do a single leg balance. But if you want to try it, try to do it eyes closed. All right. Obviously, I can't see the clock, so I'll just kind of go with my own internal clock, and we'll just do the best we can. Okay. Hands by your sides, hands on your hips, whatever works for you. What I find is if you can focus on something straight ahead, and that is your eyes are closed, you keep having that vision in your mind, it seems to help a little bit. Okay, so just do the best you can. Pick a foot, look straight ahead, closing our eyes in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Just a light touch with the foot if you need it on the other foot. Three, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. Yeah, you'll see I didn't do it very well when you watch the video, so it's okay. So same thing on the other side. So what I think about is like what starts going through your head when your eyes are closed. You start have all these thoughts just start firing up right away, and that kind of gets you to start to react physically. So you just want to again stay calm as you're going through this process. Calm, calm, calm. Okay, it means you have to keep breathing. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Eyes closed. Still breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Eyes open. And again, you'll see how bad I did, so that's okay. All right, we're going to go back to hinge. So we'll grab our sticks. You have the choice. So you can hinge again with the stick on your back, or we can do it with arms overhead. All right, either way. But we want to challenge more than we did in the prep because we were pretty warm. We've done a lot of mobility work. So you want to try and take a little bit further as you can. Okay. So either stick on your back or overhead position hinge. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. Let those shoulders engage to keep the stick overhead as you come to parallel. And then come right back up. You should still feel that big stretch behind your legs. That's a good indication that you're holding 3 points of contact. If you're not, you're either rounding your back or you're letting your knees bend to take away that pressure. So we want to keep it locked in as well as we can. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one movement left. It's going to be a side lean, but we're going to go underhand grip. You can either keep the stick here or you can try and hold it overhead. And then we're going to lean side to side from there. Okay. Side lean with an underhand grip on the stick. Again, you can go narrow or you can go wide, your choice. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Fifteen more seconds. 5 left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab a drink if you need it. And we'll start our recovery here. Okay, so standing tall, feet anchored into the floor, 3 points of contact, and we're just going to let our heads tilt to our right, just yielding to gravity. We're not forcing it over. Still able to breathe as we do this. And then back to neutral. Take that left arm, pull it behind your back, grab the wrist with your right hand, pull it across further, and once again, gently tilt your head to your right. Again, just yielding to gravity. And then bringing head back to neutral again. Release the arm, then bring that left arm across in front, hook underneath, and gently pull it close. Again, we're still monitoring those 3 points of contact, so I'm not trying to jut my head out as I pull in. I'm trying to maintain a good spinal position as I pull my arm in, and then just gently hold it there. And then release that arm. Then we'll bring it up and behind, grabbing the elbow, pulling the arm down and or across. Again, still monitoring those 3 points of contact. I'm trying not to push my head forward to accommodate my arms. It's a big ask on this one, I know that. And then release and shake it loose. Standing tall once again, anchoring those feet. And now we'll take the head gently to the left, yielding to gravity once again. And then head back up to neutral. Taking that right arm, swinging it around, grabbing the wrist with the left arm hand, pulling it across. Once there, then gently tilt the head to the left once again. And then head to neutral, release that arm, shake it loose, and then bring that right arm across and hook under again now with the left arm, keeping those 3 points of contact in your spine. And release that arm, shake it loose. Bring the arm up and behind as you can, grabbing the elbow as you can, pulling it across and or down. Holding that good spinal position as well as you can. And release, shake it loose. And shoulder rolls alternating forward and backward. Nice and easy. One more time in each direction. And then with a big inhale, reach tall and long. And as you exhale, extend those arms as far away from one another as you can. When your arm is down, your exhale should be done. And we will call the class done. Good job, you guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks.